G'day guys, here we are for another match between Facebook and Google Incorporated. This match will be a ZVZ on Antigua, and we are back in Heart of the Swarm where we belong. Let's see if Google can take it back. Currently Facebook are up 1-0, so let's jump straight into the game. Going to re-enable that sound there. Oopsie daisies, we are going a little bit too fast. And in the bottom left here, we have got Maynarde, the blue Zerg. And in the very, very top of Antigua, we have got Erlang, which is otherwise known as Senor Pablo. This is what his name was in his profile on the AHGL.TV website. You can't trick me, Senor Pablo.
Yeah.
Playing under other names, under IDs.
I got another ZVZ.
But
again.
this time, Heart of the Swarm ZVZ. Does this imply that we'll perhaps see some different units, different strategies? I certainly hope so. We're currently enjoying this party replay group feature, which is really, really cool, making things a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
Don't know if you guys been catching my cues, but Zepph and I got a little something worked out to break that fourth wall. And there is Maynarde going for the scout after just an extractor cancel for that extra drone. Interesting. A little bit of an old school trick. The Koreans like to do it. Wonder if Maynarde is one of these GMs that you were mentioning.
Perhaps. The Facebook are 1-up, aren't they? So
they are, yeah.
We've seen a GM last game. That's not
quite
not
possibly
out of the question. It's kind of hard to tell, really, in such
14
short ZVZs.
Yeah, a 14-14, six and a bit minute ZVZ. Kind of hard to tell the level of the player. I mean, anyone can really 14 gas, 14 pull. Well, I mean, most people can. So, you know, it's really hard to say. He obviously won, but when you have that many Zerglings, it's and you catch your opponent with the pants down, it's kind of hard to lose. Anyway, Senor Pablo and Maynarde fighting over who gets this area of the ground. And this is looking like it's going to go pretty good for Maynarde. Senor Pablo actually looking like he has to give away the glow ground here. Oh, man, he's going to try and go for the drone snipe. Oh, God, this is really annoying. One more hit and he's got it. Oh!
He's going to have to get out of there.
Oh, that drone.
That drone out there, buddy.
Too weak, not manly enough.
Yeah.
I would have dived straight in there to go for that kill.
He might go for it again, though.
Oh, here we go. Where is he?
There
he is.
There
he is. Dun. Oh, jeez. No. The tables have turned. The hunter has become the hunted.
Oh, no.
Who's going to get first blood, Zepph? I'm not even looking at the builds. I'm just watching this. Oh my God.
He's got intense drone.
Why is he still in the main? This is the most... Oh my God, and it's still alive. Wow.
You need to send that home.
Yes.
I'm feeling for this drone right now.
I'm getting severe blood pressure issues from watching this right now. This drone should go home. But no, he's gonna park it in the smoke here. So he will be able to get another scout later on, I guess. Oh God, they're hunting him again.
Oh, he's got to go home.
He needs to go home.
I think he's on his way out.
Yeah, he does see that hatchery as he'd probably expect. Oh God, this drone. He just won't go home. He just won't go home. He won't do it at all. Absolutely not.
Well, there's 6 lings about to pop out.
Yeah. Yep, it's becoming increasingly hard to stay alive. That said, though, kudos to this drone, which will now finally die. First blood going to Senor Pablo.
Poor drone. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
In the base of Maynarde, we have him getting his own gas now. Pablo does have the gas a little bit earlier, so he will have speed much quicker. Can, in fact, start that now. Oh, whenever he likes it. There we go.
There we go. So these lings are heading across the map. Of course, just for a scout, we'll not be able to get too much done with these lings, other than kill that drone, of course, which is a nice, lucky little stab there. And Maynarde is going to be just fine. He's got his couple lings here. Queen kind of out of position, though. These lings will get into the main. Oh, actually, a few more lings popping for Maynarde. Does actually deny that main scout, so actually a little bit lucky there for Maynarde.
Yeah, really nice. And he's also going to wall off with an Evo chamber now. Can use that to get the quick carapace upgrade that we see in ZVZ and Wings of Liberty at the moment. That can definitely transition over to HOTS as the early game still relatively the same. No new units.
Yeah, nothing really comes to mind until lair time, except for the much earlier burrow that you can get on hatchery tech. So that's one of the small changes. Before Tier 2, but neither player utilizing that just yet. I'm actually really looking forward to how that early burrow works out for some players. I'd love to see some Maybe not in ZVZ. Actually, in pretty much every matchup, especially ZVP and ZVT in my eyes, borrowing that Ling early to deny a greed would be really cool, I think. But would it be worth the investment? Burrow is still 100-100. I don't know. This is theory crafting.
I've seen people experimenting with it with borrowed Banes and whatnot, and you know, it could definitely help out against mass Ling aggression or something if you borrowed a couple across the ramp, or went for borrowed timing with roaches. But yeah, again, it's one of those things we're going to have to see tried and tested by the best players out before we can really decide if it's worth it.
We need players that are better than us with big juicy brains to be able to come up with this sexy stuff that we take and pretend that is ours.
Sure.
At Ling denied from the middle there, of course. Both players with a decent Overlord spread, as you would hope at this stage of the games. Pretty much scouting everything that's going on. And these Lings are coming in. They're actually quite a few in number, but I do believe Mantra has some Roaches now. And a few Lings of his own, so this will be completely denied.
Yeah, still no speed for Mantra. He's just not interested in it at the moment, which is kind of cool because he's just defending on the Roaches, and that's gas he can invest into a quicker lair, as we've seen.
I really don't see him making any more Lings at this point. I think those Lings might have been a little bit of an overreaction to the Lings that he saw in the early game.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of wasted supply for him at the moment. I mean, of course they'll come in when he joins into battles, because it's just silly not to bring attacking units when you're attacking. But you know, looks like Spire Tech will actually be the choice for Mantra here. Dropping that now. He did take the 2 gases at the natural earlier, so 2 base meter.
Yeah, very nice. And seeing Roaches at the front there like that for Pablo can actually be quite deceiving, because he'll think, okay, you'll probably go into Infestors, maybe some upgrades from here, because he's also seen the Evo Chamber. But no, it's going to be the Spire, and I quite like that move, just defending on the Roaches.
Mind games.
Very nice.
You're going to see those Roaches think maybe a +2 Roach timing, maybe something like that, speed Roach timing, but no. Mutas are in fact on the menu, as Zepph just mentioned, and I'm just repeating her because she is smarter than myself. And look at that. Not too much going on at this stage. It looks like finally the lair is going down for Senor Pablo. And a nice little scout here with Mantrix Overseer will actually see all this. This is actually very good Overseer scout.
Mantrix scouting this entire game has been very, very thorough, and he's actually going to be super pleased to see that this lair is very, very late for his opponent, because he's going to have mutas coming out just as the lair is getting close. Well, actually probably just popping out, so it could be quite a tough spot.
And Senor Pablo is with a bit of a supply block here, making 4 Overlords there. Fix that up. And he hasn't scouted that Spire at all. Looks like Mantric is setting up the standard muta player thing, getting those Spine Crawlers up for the defense.
Yeah.
Just wants to turtle up a bit until he gets that nice flock of mutas out.
Especially having scouted those Roaches and Lings, because it's quite possible that because we haven't seen the 3rd base just yet, he might go for Roach timing, Roach in. We know, of course, that's not going to be the case.
And this 3rd is going to be in a bit of trouble now that the mutas are popping out, because I do believe that they will head in that direction. They have popped.
Indeed.
And Macro Hatch looks like it's going down here for Mantric, going to get that production up. No 3rd base for him just yet, so he's actually going to be very aggressive here.
Yeah.
3rd base.
And there's so many Overlords to be picked off on the map right now. It's going to be really detrimental to Senor Pablo if he wants to actually move out here and do some damage with these Roaches or Lings and try and buy himself some time to get defenses up.
Interesting position for Erlang to put his units in the main here. Sorry, Senor Pablo to put up here. And flyer attacks are going down. But looks like as soon as that one Overlord goes down, we see 6 spores going up in the bases of Pablo. Actually getting quite a few Overlords here. Not quite supply blocking him. And actually Mantra just earlier had to fix up a little bit of supply block there as well, which had just missed, had to make a few Overlords. And this 3rd, as I said, under attack from these mutas, and what can he do about it? There is no creep spread up there. His only defense that moves other than spores is Queens. And it looks like he's going to leave that hatchery actually and head into the natural, which is a little bit more defended. We've got 3 spores down here and a Queen already, so definitely not attacking that. Would like to see him actually just deny this 3rd completely and leave.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all he needs to do.
3rd will go down to Lings. But on the flip side, I mean, Senor Pablo has actually done a fantastic job at denying Mantrix 3rd. He still hasn't dropped it. Like, just one Ling has denied the drone. The drone's just sitting down there by the 3rd, not doing much.
And it looks like all of these Lings will go down to the Lings of and the Roaches of Pablo here. Baneling's doing a good job as well. And now the muta's being very annoying. He needs to actually take those units back home. He doesn't want to lose all them, actually.
Oh, that works too.
That works,
Nice
absolutely. Heals as well, so happy with that. Good decision. Don't listen to me. You just play how you want to play. 11 Hydras on the way for Senor Pablo. Good decision here. Hydras are very, very good against Mutalisks.
Indeed, but he does need to make sure that small clumps like that don't get caught out, because Mutas can easily take them on when there are, how many? 16 in this nice
it's a lot of Mutas. And I think he just made 11 Hydras or so, but they are just split apart, so needs to be careful here.
Yep. Trying to save the spine collar, unfortunately will not do so. Mantric finally taking his third, and now Senor Pablo unable to take his own back just yet.
Yeah, Mantric, sorry, is floating quite a bit of minerals here. I wonder what he's going to do with that. He's actually going to make another, so his third is on the way, getting Infestation Pit. I like this decision once he's seen Hydralisks. Really good decision against Hydras. And going for +1 attack as well, so going to go Banelings, which is also another great decision against Hydras.
Indeed. Yeah, and he's actually getting great scouting information with those Mutas. At this point of the game, they're kind of redundant. You know, they don't have to do anything anymore. They just paid for themselves in map control and pickoffs. Job. Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
And now...
A little bit of a blunder here from Senor Pablo, who's queued up 2-2 on one Evo chamber when he has two, so a little bit of a mistake there.
That stings. I've done that before.
Oh, I do it all the time.
So many times, yeah.
Not even going to lie to you guys.
Yeah. Well, he might check on that and notice.
Hopefully, yeah. Hasn't just yet. More and more Hydras on the way for him, of course. Losing that extra upgrade will be detrimental in the long game, I think you'll agree. And looks like he's actually going to find these Evo chambers. And if anything, hopefully the Mutifier draws attention to this blunderer. But anyway, looks like no, that is not the case. The Mutas, yeah, as Zepph mentioned, have done their job. This is quite a lot of Mutas. This is nearly, so that's 14 Mutas, 1400 gas, 1400 minerals, and they've definitely done that much damage to Pablo, or close enough to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a look at the worker count quickly. 40 workers for Pablo to the 56 of Mantric, but that. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Mantric with the 3 hatcheries, Pablo struggling to get his third back up. These Mutas being very annoying still. Yeah.
Mantric still hasn't droned as much as he could have. I mean, he could actually be
got a lot of money.
Saturated bases right now, but he's been really concentrating on using those Mutas as much as possible, which is fair enough. I mean, it's kind of hard to make sure you're not losing Mutas to Hydras and keeping up your macro at the same time. But Mantric is floating quite a lot of minerals still. Like you mentioned, he could have expanded to a 4th base. And I mean, he knows exactly how much Senor Pablo has, so he could just make a bunch of units and try to kill him, especially with this huge amount of Banes.
Ultra's on the way for him as well, and this is a really good unit composition against what Pablo's doing here. Mantric is really dictating the flow, I think you'll agree.
Yeah.
At the moment, he's got the reins.
That's for sure. And there's going to be a big hit coming from him soon.
I think I agree with you, Zepph. I think he's been concentrating on these Mutas possibly a little bit too much. Looks like he did fix up that upgrade thing, so that's good for Pablo.
Very nice. Yeah, I think he could have already killed him. But
he had nearly
even
2 grand.
So, it's not actually going to hurt him because Senor Pablo really in a defensive mindset at the moment. But finally, he's going to move out and see if this Hydra army can take care of Mantric's army. But those Banelings are a bit of a worry, Maynard.
They are quite a bit of a worry, Zepph. Roach's leading the fray. Actually, he doesn't want to lose these Roaches. Needs to back up. And here comes the trouble for the Hydras. Oh, God!
Oh, no!
Oh, man! Most of Pablo's army just got decimated by Banelings just then. He does burrow to save most of them. Or, you know, a good chunk of them. Definitely not most of them. And he's taking a third behind this, but I think that Mantric can actually counterattack and just decimate that third if he wanted to. He can pretty much do whatever he wants at this stage. He is looking really good.
Indeed. Senor Pablo is actually making 14 Roaches right now. And that's pretty much his last stand, but there's 26 Lings following up behind what's left for Mantric. He is at 172 supply to 81.
That's right, he's still got those Mutas on the map. May not even need them in this engagement here. Does have the Roach count advantage, and he also has Banelings in his force as well. This third is absolutely going to be denied. And
yeah, the upgrade advantage for
he's got the Concave now, but still. Now that the Mutas have joined the battle, this is not very good at all for Pablo. His only anti-air is that one Hydra, which is now a corpse. And he is going to barrel in this natural and possibly bully Pablo out of the game here.
Yeah, this is going to be his last stand, pulling drones off the line too. Can he possibly do it? I don't know. I think he's going to lose too much. By too much, that could actually mean everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely looks like it. He's doing what he can with his units, positioning them nicely. but yeah, still does look like it is curtains for the Google Incorporated player. Looks like Facebook is going to take a pretty strong 2-0, which is not a position you want to be when a 3-0 is a win. You don't want to be 0-2 down. And that's basically the situation for Google right now. GG, well played and tapped out there for Senor Pablo. Good game, Mantric. Well played. Very cool, ZVZ. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did. What about you, Zepph?
Yeah, that was really awesome. Great meter play. And I did love the use of the new Hydras with their speed and range upgrades. Very
absolutely.
good. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I would like to see if Google can possibly bring it back in the third game.
I would love to see it. More games of StarCraft, the better. And Zepph and I are tending to get a lot of 3-0s. So we'll jump into the next game, and we'll see you guys there.